I want to talk about challenging the status quo, right? Status quo means the way it is. And what that says, challenging the status quo, that says make it different. And it's interesting, people will ask me, Mark, how do I get so-and-so to do something when I'm not their boss, right? It could be they're talking about their spouse, could be talking about their kids, but most times it's at work situations they're talking about that. So it's the status quo, right? The way it is, make it different. So how do you change the status quo? Well, first of all, we have to understand that's the leadership. That's leadership, right? So there's that the difference between management and leadership. Management is managing the status quo, keeping things moving, and leadership is challenging the status quo, making it different, right? So leaders are compelled, they're called. It's what they do, they challenge the status quo. But when I'm talking about challenge the status quo, whether it's a condition or whether it's an individual, I'm not talking about being destructive, right? I'm not talking about tearing down. So challenge the status quo should always be about making things better. That's the goal. I want to make things better, so I want to challenge the way it is. It's not like I want to tear it down and because I don't like the way it is. And so there's a difference there in that approach. I can tell you from my perspective, I am more open to hearing the words, the ideas from a consistent contributor than I am from a constant complainer. And so that's the key there, the consistent contributor to challenging the status quo. If you want to influence someone to do something different, I want them to help me better with my work relationships. I want to help me better at home. I want them to help me better to support me with my group. If you want somebody to make a change, then the first thing you need to do is to add value in that relationship. You need to do something for them that they cannot do for themselves. If they could do it for themselves, they'd already be doing it. They ain't doing it, they're complaining. So the thing that they're complaining about, if it's in your power to make it better, make it better. I'm how do I say this? Amused sometimes when I hear men maybe talking about the fact that they're in a separated situation with their family and they're spending time with their kids. They're getting visitation rights, and the kid is spending time on the phone and not speaking with them, and so they say, stop, put the phone down, pay attention to me. That is not going to get you the kind of response you want because you're not making it important enough for them to spend time with you. If you want to get someone to do something different, add value to them and make yourself irreplaceable. Do more for them than they can do for themselves, and when you're not there, they'll miss you. So that says, if you think about a work situation, if you can do more to help others, they will in turn help you, and you will be, as a result, more effective. You'll get greater results. I know that from personal experience. And when you have greater results, the people that you want to listen to you are more apt to pay you mind. But it begins with saying, I want to change the way things are. I want to challenge the status quo. I can't do it alone. I need others. And so what is it that I can do to help others? Where can I add value to them? What can I do for them that they cannot do for themselves? And that applies at home, as it does communities and churches and work. Look for places where you can add value, where you could bring your gifts, your skills, and help them. And the more you succeed, the more personal equity or the louder your voice will be for people to listen to you. That's leadership.